G'day and welcome to another edition of Hef's Beer Reviews. Today I will be reviewing this beer here, the iconic but also much maligned Crown Lager. It is marketed at least as a premium lager by Carlton and United Breweries. It comes in this very nice 375ml bottle, 4.9% ABV, so 1.4 standard drinks. It was very popular, or more popular at least than it is today, back in the 90s and early 2000s, along with other premium lagers like Hahn Premium, Cascade Premium and James Bogue Premium. Don't really see much of them these days, but anyway, I'm just going to crack it open with the old bottle opener and pour out into this premium beer glass. All right. Well, it is a light golden colour. We've got a finger of reasonably tight white head actually, and medium carbonation aroma. Sweet malt. Being a CUB beer, of course it's hopped with Pride of Ringwood. But there's not too much of the wet cardboard smell coming through, like some of the other CUB beers. Yeah, all right, let's give it a taste. Cheers. So, critics of Crown like to hypothesize and claim that it is merely VB or Foster's that's just repackaged in a fancy bottle. I did do a little bit of reading actually, and the brewers, CUB, claim that the difference is premium ingredients that have been specially selected to brew Crown, and also an extended lagering period. I did also come across an article in Brews News, I think it was, which said that as of about 10 years ago, Crown Lager became all malt, which means that there's no adjuncts, no cane sugar used in this like there are in their other beers. Look, I got to say, it tastes pretty good. It's clean, it's smooth, it's crisp and refreshing, everything that you want in a lager. I've only had a couple of sips, but you can see we're getting a little bit of lace in there. It does appear, look, it's better than VB. It's definitely better than VB. And don't get me wrong, you know, I'm not a huge fan of VB, but I'd never turn one down. It's not a bad beer. It's an Australian macro lager that served cold on a hot day still goes down pretty well. Look, it's light to medium body. There's minimal bitterness. The taste itself, look, there's some biscuity malt coming through. I don't think it's too sweet. As I said, minimal bitterness, so not much hop presence. It's pretty crisp, and certainly tastes cleaner than some of the other CUB beers. I think it's hard to put my finger on it, but I think there is certainly something that is unique in terms of taste about this compared to VB, Carlton, Melbourne, Foster's and so on. Yeah, look, 25 years ago, you know, when this was at its most popular, you were paying a good kind of at least $10, more like $15 more per case than you were for VB. These days, they're pretty similar in price, to be honest. You can get a case of Crownies these days for about $55, which is pretty good, I reckon, and about $5 for a single. So really, I think the criticism is unwarranted. If you're a fan of lagers, if you don't mind a macro lager, then I think Crown is a pretty good example of one. And if it's going to be priced around the same as the others, it's definitely worth a go. It's at least as good as, if not better, than those other ones out there. So for a macro lager, don't get me wrong, there's other beers out there, at least on other occasions, that I would prefer. But for a macro lager, I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And if it is all malt, then that explains at least part of the reason why. So I'm actually going to give Crown Lager a 5 out of 5, which is surprising. I did used to think that Cascade was better, Cascade Premium, but I'm not sure if you can still get that, at least in New South Wales. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. 5 out of 5. Anyway, thanks for watching Hef's Beer Reviews, and we'll catch you next time.